Welcome everybody to Monday morning Come Back to Love gathering. Right before I hit record, I said, wow, everything's changing. That feels like that might be the theme for today. So we'll see. I invite everybody who's present and listening later to the recording to have a breath and gently close your eyes. Yeah, just allow your shoulders to relax. Allow your belly to expand. And close your lips and have a nice deep, deep inhalation in through the nose and out through the mouth. And do that a couple more times. Just some really deep breathing, settling in. Nobody can hear you, so you can make some good sound on the exhale, which is always so good for the body. So good for the body, the mind, the energy field, everything. Some of you are just waking up, and it sounds like some of you are coming to the end of the day. And wherever you are, because certainly whenever you're listening, I invite you to put aside everything you can to be present in this 10 seconds. Nice. And then invite yourself to choose another 10 seconds. And keep going with the 10 seconds. And then I invite you to bring your attention to the earth. For me, it's completely snow-covered. Beautiful contrast of gray, blue, and white outside. Just in your mind's eye, bring the colors of the earth that the earth gifts us with, basically all the colors in the universe. Bring those colors to, to something that's turned up. I always say, turn the volume up on your awareness, turn the volume up on the colors. And on the next exhalation, we'll send grounding cords from the base of our spines down through, if it's frozen beneath you, down through the frozen earth to the soil. And see that grounding cord making its way into the center of the earth, really rooting you, supporting you, and reconnecting with your body. That's so easy to lose track of. And spend so much time thinking. And rooting to the earth just brings us right back in to connection to the body. See that grounding cord making its way past rivers, pools of water, all the way down into the center of the earth. And what I say about that heat in the center is that it's a sacred tantric fire. And so now as you breathe in, you're bringing that heat, that warmth back into your being. Last Friday, we had an intimate puja circle in person, and it was so cold out, and my intention was to bring warmth, and we did warm up. It's wonderful. So breathing in, the breath comes up the back of the body to the crown of the head and back down the front of the body into the earth. And create a cycle like that. We haven't done this before in this call, in this weekly gathering, but breathing up, bringing the sacred tantric fire, the warmth from the earth up behind the body, up to the crown, a little above. And then exhale, bring the breath down the front of your body. So you're creating a cycle, a circular flow of energy. And you can just keep that going. You can focus on it for a bit, and then you can let it go and just set your intention that it keep going. You're bathing your whole body in the warmth, in the love, in the nourishment that is the earth. An endless supply of resource that we have at our absolute fingertips all the time. It's easy to forget that as well. So change seems to be the theme. So just notice your body this morning when you hear the word change. Notice what happens inside you. In fact, the words that came through were everything's changing. Everything's changing. What happens inside you when you hear everything's changing? Do you feel a contraction? Do you feel awareness in your belly? Do you feel a change in temperature? Are there thoughts? And if they're all of those things, maybe just focus on one. And as you focus on one, bring the breath to whatever it is that you've chosen to focus on. If it's a belief, a limiting belief, or a fear, thought, you can bring the breath right to your head, your brain. If it's a sensation in your belly, you can bring the breath to the belly. And as you do that, I'm going to invite you to expand outward. I think everybody's been with me, at least in some format. And so, but for the folks listening newly, I invite you to be aware of your energy field around your body and expand out. Expand out beyond the room you're in. Expand into the town or province, city. Nice. Expand out across the continent you're on. And include the oceans, the waters, the next continent. And keep going, making your way around the earth with your energy field. And then deep breath out into the universe, up to the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets. And notice if there's a difference when you're in this expansive, infinite space, which is who you truly are. You're all space and spaciousness. Another thing that's easy to forget. When you're in this spaciousness, what does it feel like now when you think of change? Would an infinite being be concerned or worried about change? Would an infinite being be anxious about change? Maybe the opposite. I don't know. Each of our infinite beings being unique. How is your infinite being with change? And from this infinite space, what would you like, or what would you choose to embrace? I mean, in the infinite space, you're embracing all and allowing all. So what I'm inviting is to bring something or some things into your conscious awareness so that it is a conscious choice. It's happening anyway, but it adds a lot of potency and power when you actually say, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to embrace and allow this in the infinite space. In a masterclass that I did recently, we had a good discussion about allowance and allowing everything. And there were some really good questions about why to do that. And I venture to guess that you're having a kinesthetic or energetic experience, or both, around from this infinite space, what it feels like to be in allowance, embracing in an allowance of whatever is. The infinite really has no points of view. The points of view are all our personality, all the contracted selves, all the personality. So I can see that this can actually go on and on. There's so much coming through in this moment, and I want to hear your voices. So I'm going to press the pause in my awareness and just allow all of that to land for a moment. Invite you to take 2 nice deep breaths. And again. Yeah. So farewell to those listening to the recording. I invite you to come live anytime so that you can connect directly with community. And I'll see you next week. And for those of you here, we will open up the Zoom in a moment.